Many times people ask me, why did I decide to be an educator? And the best way I've found to explain that is when I'm with my patients, I see them at the most every 3 months, and you see their growth and the change, and you're there to support and to provide and to have this partnership with your patients. And with students, you see that every day. You see that growth, from start to finish. And there's something really rewarding about being a part of this community in that way.
I think everybody gets caught up with expectations, right? Especially when you're out of school or just the community that you live in. You see your friends, peers doing things. But when you wake up the next day and you're happy where you're going to work and you're having fun, that feels like success to me.
A tale of two hygienists.
Welcome to yet another episode of A Tale of Two Hygienists with your new co-hosts, myself, Jessica Atkinson, and
David Torres.
it is episode 522 because it rhymes with getting to know you. And today I'm going to get to know you, David, and you.
I get to know you as well.
So we had decided that we were going to have an episode about us for you all to get to know us as well. And I, for Christmas, got a deck of cards, and the deck of cards is called the Tumbler deck. And for all of you who speak Yiddish, Tumbler means an entertainer, someone who gets things going. So to get things going, I have a deck of cards with questions to ask
Interesting.
David, and he has a deck of cards already in his brain to ask me. I just would like some assistance from these adorable cards. So we're going to start off with this really great question here. Oh, this is a good start, David. This is the Eight of Clubs, and it
Mhm.
says, what would you regret not trying this year?
What would I regret not trying this year? I gotta be honest with you. For the longest time, ever since I was younger, and us hygienists, we do well with like hand dexterity. But I really need to be able to pick up the guitar that I purchased in my college years and learn
Mm.
how to like play it and learn how to stick with the discipline of learning a new instrument. And so I love the electric guitar sound and how I think it would be so cool being able to like pick it up and play a song and then hopefully play some for you in the future.
That would
Uh,
be awesome.
you know how fun that will be? Like being able to learn. You know how like everybody has like a party trick, and one of us I have to think it's like playing a guitar. I think that would be pretty fun.
That'd be great. I imagine a fire, a guitar. That sounds great.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're a secret musician.
I think so. Yeah. And you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Identity change. I am a musician now. I will learn how to pick up the guitar by the end of this year,
You
and
are a musician. I, on the other hand, was fired by my piano teacher at the ripe old
mhm.
age of 8
Oh
because
wow.
yeah, I did not pick up no, did not pick up on piano. I was not something I enjoyed. I and she said, I just don't think you're enjoying this, and I have a number of other students that would like to take piano." And I was fired.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Um,
So, dun dun dun.
hey,
Just
listen.
like
I have a question for you.
I'm ready.
What do you think? Because like I saw you on LinkedIn. We connected. Obviously, like we spoken, and you have all these like accomplishments. But what is something that people think they know about you, but they totally don't?
Oh, that they think they know about me, but maybe don't?
Mhm. Mhm.
That's a that's catching my brain. That's catching my brain. Like, what is maybe people think? I think people know that I really love dental hygiene, and
Mhm.
I really love education, but I think only those who are really close to me know the depth and breadth of what that means for me. and the connection and the growth and the change that I really love in our professional space. Like, the idea of being involved in prevention, right? We are in the let's establish habits and let's establish a a an environment and a culture of preventing disease, of caring for each other, of catching things early, and to see that in an educational space as well of you're seeing students change and grow and accomplish things. Many times people ask me, why did I decide to be an educator? And the best way I've found to explain that is when I'm with my patients, I see them at the most every 3 months, and you see their growth and the change, and you are there to support and to provide and to have this partnership with your patients. And with students, you see that every day. You see that growth, from start to finish. And there's something really rewarding about being a part of this community in that way. And I think maybe that's it. Like, people think they know that I love dental hygiene and I love education and I love people, and I think that bucket is just really deep and wide. I don't know if I've even gotten to the depths and the breadths of what is available in this space. I think this is a new avenue co-hosting with you,
Yeah.
and this is a new avenue that I've already really enjoyed.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I love that. The depths of the career, the periodontal depths. Of the
The
career.
per How deep this pocket is.
Yes.
We definitely need to refer to a periodontist. Alright, let's see here. Tumblr has another question for you. Okay.
Okay.
What do you randomly know a lot about? A person, a place, a thing, a movie about a rat who can cook? That's what it says.
A movie about a rat that can isn't that like Ratatouille?
It is Ratatouille.
Okay, so I like to say that I it's fun for me, but I've worked in a lot of environments and my wife tells me this feedback all the time. She's like, "Babe, you should have been a financial consultant because for some reason you understand things like 401k, Roth IRAs, investments, and all that stuff." And when you have these conversations with people, I think in your head you think that you're like very like passionate and proactive and it's fun for you. But I'm pretty sure they're like, "I'm bored, dude. I don't know what you're talking about," or anything like that. And I think that mostly happens, especially when I was in campus recruiting and talking to students. I understand how quickly things like that are kind of boring, but a small change can go a really long way, right?
Yeah,
And
like,
how
make
like
a difference in how early you can retire.
yeah, exactly. Like nobody appreciates that in your 20s, but like when
I
you're
did.
40 and 50 and 60, you're like, whoa, I'm so happy I did that, right? And I think for the career, we all work hard for our income and being able to kind of manage that and being able to have assets such that uh, money works for you. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's something that it might be I know a lot about and I can talk to nerds about, but everybody else will be like, I don't know what they're talking. My wife calls this shoe shopping. She says, every time you talk about finance, I just think about shoe shopping because that's what I know about.
Well, I think we need to get a guest on and you guys nerd out, and I will be the person who asks the questions that are like, "Can you explain that to me like I'm a 2nd grader?"
Yeah.
So it could be an applicable situation for me because as as a 20 something, when I decided I wanted to do dental hygiene as my professional avenue, I was not anticipating that it wasn't going to be a financial foundation as far as,
Mhm.
like, a 401k or, all of your retirement questions you have or insurance, and especially where I live, it is common to not be employed at one office full time. So
Mhm.
those opportunities weren't as readily available as maybe in my mind I had thought they would be. I actually was not even thinking about my future in those ways, and I think that has helped me now as an educator to help my students start thinking about those things now and say, "Hey, this is something to start now or yesterday in order to help you have that financial freedom and feel more comfortable and confident in your day-to-day in and out job." I think when you know that you have those things put into place, it gives you some peace of mind.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I think we all look at it like, "Oh, man, if I was younger," right? Which actually, that's kinda like the question that I was gonna ask you next is, how would early career Jessica define success, and how different is that from today's Jessica? Because I think we all tend to look at, like, um, financial success and stuff like that, but I think so much more beyond than what it is.
Well, to be honest, my younger self had a very different idea of what my life was going to look like. And my what I thought success would be to work as a part-time dental hygienist and be raising a family. Like that was my idea in my mind of what success would look like. And I think there were a number of things that I didn't do right away because I was waiting for that idea of success to manifest in my life. And I think the advice I would have given I give my past self is not to wait to do things. Like, I remember waiting to get a master's degree. I was like, "I'll get a master's degree when I'm more, when after I've raised kids, or I'll do that later, or I'll get my own house when I have my husband, and I'll do that later, and I'll worry about my financial future when I'm looking at my spouse and my combined income." I just had a lot of things waiting on different successes. And so then what I would identify as success is to take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you. If it
Mhm.
feels good, good. I asked one of my colleagues, Emily Bogey, the other day. I was just like, How do you manage all of the wonderful things in your life, or how are you doing this?" I said, "When I'm a millionaire, I'm gonna, like, hire you as my executive assistant." I don't know. Just something like that. She goes, "I just say yes to things that are fun."
Yeah, yeah, okay.
And that came at a really opportune time. It was actually when I was, given this opportunity, and I was like, "This would be fun. I'm gonna say yes."
Yeah. Well, and that's similar to what I'm thinking about, right? Like, I think everybody gets caught up with expectations, right? Especially when you're out of school or just the community that you live and you see your friends and peers doing things. But when you wake up the next day and you're happy where you're going to work and you're having fun, that feels like success to me. And the
Mhm.
times in my life where I felt like a failure or I didn't do something well enough, it wasn't out of, like, it's because I didn't try. It was mostly because I felt stuck, if that makes sense. So you could be quote unquote successful by having a job, you're 9 to 5 and seeing patients and doing all of that. But sometimes you feel stuck. And so we equate that to feeling a little bit of like a failure. But whenever you have fun with life and you learn from those lessons and you move on and you say, what are some of the opportunities that are presenting to me that I can kind of have fun with it kinda, like, gives you that energy, and it gives you that motivation to just try something new, something different, and we all need to have a little fun with our day-to-day life, so I love that, you give that example. What
Yeah,
else do we have in the line of
let
questions
me
for
oh, here you go. You ready?
Yep. Mhm.
The subtext of this, it says, "It's okay. You're
It's okay.
safe here." So, community,
Alright.
this is a safe space, because 'cause I'm about to ask David who his favorite villain is.
Okay, you're gonna love this. Dare I say, who should not be named? Harry Potter?
No! How in the
Yeah,
world is Voldemort your favorite villain? This cannot be.
okay, because I feel bad, like Harry Potter says, "I feel bad for you, he doesn't know love or friendship," right? So
Okay, so you pity him.
Yeah, and also,
Well,
like, that kinda makes sense, right? Like, he does everything that he does because he doesn't have the power of friendship and love, and remember, this is a safe space, so
I will remember that. I will listen and not judge. I will listen and not judge.
but it's mostly because again, like, he did a lot. Villains do evil things, right? They do terrible things. But in my mind, I think it was well justified from that character's, point of view, right? Can't think of anybody else, but I think it's not like I look at a villain and I'm like, "Well, I kinda wanna be like that person." It's just it makes sense. Poor guy didn't have love, and he doesn't know the power of friendship, and that's everything that I have. I have love and power of friendship, and so therefore, I feel bad for him. So, yes, you're right. I think I pity him.
You pity
What
him.
about
And
you?
I
Do you
bet you
have
really wanna clean his teeth. I
Can you
bet you just
imagine?
wanna like, he's got those, like, pointy teeth looking thing, like, I bet, if he just had a good cleaning from David Torres, that would've really changed his life.
Akio, Cavatron, I don't know what would the
That's
spell be?
good. Accio
Reparo
Cavatron.
re
Mhm. Accio Cavatron. You're asking, in reverse who my favorite villain is?
Oh, now I wanna know for sure, yes.
Oh, I probably should have thought of this before
No, don't stress, it's a safe
I know.
space.
This is a safe space, a villain. I'm gonna have to come back to that because every time I think of someone, I'm like, I don't like that." Oh,
Exactly, it's a difficult question, so that's why I just
it
went for
was
that
difficult.
one.
I asked you a difficult question because I was thinking, I was like, do I like Scar?" Maybe
Oh.
okay, I'm gonna choose Scar as my favorite villain right now because he has an epic song.
Oh. I did not expect that one. I did not
Like
expect for that to go that way.
like, have you is there a better villain song than Scar's song?
Mm,
He's there with the hyenas and, like
I'm gonna do research, I'm gonna watch that movie just for you, and
yeah,
I'm gonna be thinking of you.
I want you to know, like, it's like, "Be prepared." Like, it's very it is an anthem. It is quite it's
The
really
fa
catchy.
The fact that you've seen this movie when you were younger and that's what kinda stuck with you this whole time, I love this.
It's
Be
and
prepared.
the little hyenas in the background, like, they have and it's in,
The
like, an
backup singers.
elephant in the elephant graveyard, like, it it's good. So, okay, he is my favorite song. He's got my favorite,
Yeah, it's your favorite song.
not
Okay, got it.
not that
Not
I
Hakuna
would
Matata, not Hakuna Matata, no,
not
that's
that I condone throwing brothers off of cliffs, lest
yes,
you
no, we
guys
love
be
I actually have, I have brothers, and I don't think I can
that you'd like
throw
to
anybody
throw.
like that. Hey, can I ask, what's a habit that you swear by now that past you would've been like, "Ugh," like, roll your eyes? Do you have a
Oh,
habit that
making my
you
bed. Making my
making
bed.
your bed?
Oh, yeah. I believe in miracles because
Mhm.
I now make my bed religiously.
It makes you
I
feel better? Is it like a mindset thing?
I think
Like
it's a mindset thing. I think it sets my day off well. I think that there's something about your physical space influencing your life. Like I think there was a TED talk about this. It was some kind of a
a habit?
Marine or somebody talking about these habits. And it's like if you have a habit and I think it's just a like a catalyst for
The rest of the day.
the rest of the day.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like to think, well, I do make my bed every single time. Sometimes my wife's still in it and I still make it. Is that weird? Like, I
Well,
still
I
make the
mean,
bed,
you
like
tuck her in. You put
yeah,
all the dress pillows over her body. Is it just like
yeah,
a subtle sign that you're like, "It's time to get up"?
yeah, like, I just get up and she's still in there and I just make the bed, and so the intentions were there. And so, like, if I come back home, the bed is not made, it's okay, we got the intentions were there.
Or it just makes it easier for her when she gets out of bed, then she just has to, like,
I'm
easily
That's a good
finish it.
way That's a good way of looking at that. I
That
like
was
that.
so nice of you to think of her. So
Yeah,
nice of
I
you.
I'm a very sweet person, okay? And I'm a great husband, I think. I don't know, we're gonna have to ask her. But I'm considerate. One of my habits that I used to roll my eyes on a lot was like journaling. And I don't know if people do this. I think, but it's just like that reflectionary state of like, hey, today I'm gonna journal. And I don't do it every day, but like I do journal, and it's the best link to your past self and your future self. And
Journaling's
it
powerful.
yeah, it started in the pandemic, by the way. So, like, you know how we're all cooped up inside the house in the pandemic, and like, I want to be productive. After making my bed, I was like, let me just journal, and I did. And anything that stressed me out, I got to kind of like work on intentionally as the day progressed. And then things that were still stressing me out is like, okay, you put it down on paper, but it's not in your head anymore, and that gives you clarity. So
Yeah.
I don't know, the older I've gotten, the more I'm like, journaling's where it's at, people. Like,
Yeah, I journal and
therapeutic.
then I burn them.
You burn them? You burn your
Like,
journals?
I burn so, like, not a whole journal, like, I'll take a page and I'll just, like, get all of my thoughts out, and then I'll
Oh,
burn it like an action of, like, releasing it. Like, I am
okay.
like, this is I am sending this off. This is this is out of me. I also my sister just got me a 5-year journal. Have you seen those?
Mm-mm. No,
So,
five-year journal.
it's supposed to be a 5-year journal, and it's just one spot for every year, and it's just tiny. And I just started it yesterday because it was the very beginning of the year,
Happy
and
New Year.
I'm gonna do gratitude, and then I can look back over 5 years and see what I've been grateful for over the last 5 years.
Ah, see, there you go.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
I guess
she
I guess you're right. There's 2 ways to journal. There's that whole, like, I'm gonna burn this borderline villain story, right? To,
borderline,
like,
be prepared.
be prepared. Oh, that's the name of the journal? Be prepared.
That's the name of my Lion King song.
Yeah. To reflection, this is what I'm grateful. Maybe do both, maybe do both. Maybe I
Right.
should do both.
I think well, and then I think that it could be big and wide as far as, like, um, I journal in the margins of books,
Okay.
like,
See?
that kind of thing too, or when
What
I'm
do you mean? Like,
listening
when you're reading a book, you take notes,
mhm,
or
you can take
Oh,
notes.
me too. High five from that
Yeah,
one.
that could be like a journaling thing.
Hey, speaking of books, because of this new year, I promised myself to read at least a book a month so
Ooh, for
that,
fun or for growth?
maybe both. I'd like to do growth things, um, but maybe I should start doing a little bit of both, right? Because, like, self-help can only go so far, right? But being able to kinda pick up the habit of, like, reading and not overthinking, because a lot of us, I feel like when we read a book, is like, I forget what I'm reading unless you're an avid reader. So, not overthinking it and trying to, like, read a book a month. What about you? Do you have anything exciting this year, 2026?
For reading
No, I
or
don't, well, reading, yes, but, like, I don't know, like a New Year's resolution, if that's what you wanna call that,
usually
or
so, I was thinking about this today, because the New Year's not the only time to, like, make some changes, but there are a few that are bobbing around in my head. I am traditionally, I am more of a night owl than I am an early bird, but I would like to be more of an early bird. So it's really helpful that you're Eastern time and I'm Mountain time because it requires me to be earlier than you. And so look at you helping me with my New Year's resolutions. Way to go, David. What a nice co-host. Making your side of the
what?
bed. Way to
I'll take it.
go.
You
Nice
get to start
co-host.
your
And
date with
so
me?
there you today I did. And then I think for, I would also like to walk more with my little dog, like, do some more walks. I have this app called Step Bet, and I can bet on myself and
Ooh.
get, steps in, which has been really helpful for me in the past. I think I'm gonna revisit that this year. So I'm starting off as I want some things to be part of my life, but I'd like to approach it in a way that's going to be, like a habit that I can maintain. Like, sometimes I have an idea, like, go hard, and then, after a week, I'm like, "No, thanks." So I'm just like slowly starting in early days. Like I already have Wednesday. I have to have an early morning for other obligations now. I'm gonna add in working with David earlier in the morning. And so I'm just if I add things that I'm responsible to be earlier, then
It'll happen.
maybe I'm gonna
Yeah, it might
become
stick.
morning is gonna stick.
Yeah.
All right, David, I really like this question. This is
Okay,
the
go for
5
it.
of
I'm ready.
hearts. It
Okay.
says, "Share the last time you were in a moment, a thought." Oh, you were in a moment and thought, "Wow, I can't believe I'm here right now."
There's two that stick to my mind. And guys, warning, audience, I think this is really cute. Um, when I got married,
Aw.
like I am the person that as soon as I saw my wife, I cried like a baby. And so
I love
I
this
know,
so
right? I
much.
I told you it was gonna be cute. And so I think so when I first saw her, oh, by the way, I met her in school. So I met my wife in
Did
school.
you guys, like, lock eyes over a skill evaluation? Like, she was, like, practicing probing and she looked into your eyes and you're like, "This is it."
I wish that was the case, but I'm pretty sure I probably locked eyes with her and she just rolled her eyes on me. I don't know. I think no, it happened in class. So in our school, and by the way, like in school, we had 45 students and only three were male hygienists. And so like it happened in school, and I didn't think she was I like to think that I'm a funny person, specifically, like, in class, I like in that era, I used to, like, be more fun and more, outgoing, I guess, or maybe I was just super excited to get in hygiene school, and then from time to time, I would notice that she would look back and just smile at the jokes that I would say to one of my friends. So I ended up like, we became really good friends. I proposed the last semester of our school because I figure if we're gonna start this amazing life and this journey, let it let's do it together. And when I saw her walk down the aisle, I that all of that came like a compilation of all of our memories and all of that, and it just I felt so incredibly lucky, nervous, excited, just all the feelings. I felt my feelings, but I was very, very happy. And then the second one was definitely like every single time I have three kids. So every single time those babies came into this world and there's pictures of me just like bawling, crying. Um, and I am grateful for that because of all those experiences. I've been I consider myself like an emotional guy, and that mostly happens out of like that gratitude feeling that I get. Like I'm so lucky to be here and do these things. Even right now, being able to talk to you and co-hosting this podcast, like it's just that sense of like joy and happiness of doing something anew, and it's exciting.
Thank you. I feel the same way. I'm like, "Wow, this is a." I'm I get the opportunity to speak with people that I am learning from and I admire and that have so much to offer, and what I've noticed, I think the moment I had today about that is when we were doing a podcast and it just felt really, like, really fluid. Like, I had a moment that I was like, "David's gonna have something really good to ask right here." And you did. Like, I was like, "This is just." I'm like, this flows for me." Like, this is working. This is working.
Yeah.
And
How
those
lucky are
moments.
we that this is working, right? Like we're
Yeah.
doing this together and it's work.
Yeah,
But yeah,
no kidding. No kidding. Absolutely. And this is very sweet that your very first thought was when you saw your wife walk down the aisle. Something to know about me is I love love. If
you love
if
love.
I'm not just devouring dental hygiene information, I'm devouring relationship information. I love information about communication. I love information about relationships. I love information about how to maintain or improve
Mhm.
or enjoy each other. So
Yeah.
that's something I enjoy besides reading books because I really like. box too.
Yeah, but we're humans, right? Like we crave that connection and that wanting to fit in, and that's what we have this pod too, being able to kind of engage with our audience, and hopefully they get to ask those questions where we can answer them and have that sense of community. Uh,
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I think it's amazing.
Our community is our Tumblr deck. So, community out there, you're the Tumblr deck, and we want to know what questions you have about each, like ourselves, like what questions you have about David, what questions do you have about me, or what questions do you have about anything related to our profession that we can provide an opportunity to answer some questions or dive deeper into a topic or learn and grow together. That is what we're here to do, and we feel very grateful to be doing it with you. And that is a wrap. Getting to know you, episode 522.
Jessica, thank you so much. This is honestly awesome, and being able to kind of like spend some time together like this, getting to know
Yeah.
each other. I am excited for the rest of the episodes, and I think we're already pretty close. And imagine how much closer we get to engage with the community and artists, like what you were saying. And yes, guys, reach out. Our info is in the show notes, and we're here for you.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
That's a wrap on today's episode of A Tale of Two Hygienists podcast. If this conversation made you feel seen, inspired, or even just a little fired up, share it with a fellow hygienist or fellow dental professional. Share it with your neighbors, your friends, share it with everyone. That is how this community grows.
Make sure you subscribe, leave us a review, and connect with us on social media so that we can keep on going with this conversation. Remember, your career, your voice, and your story matter here. We're David,
And Jessica,
and until next time.
keep learning, keep laughing, and keep showing up for yourself and for each other.
This has been a production of Endeavor Business Media, a division of Endeavor B2B.